I know it's a really, really difficult balanced judgment to take. You've got to reopen the economy, start jobs coming back again, and all of that, and you've still got the pandemic around. But again, Jeremy Farrar was expressing some real fears about a really nasty second spike or an uptick in the winter. Can I ask, are you sure you've got this right?
Well, I think it's right that we are all conscientious about the concerns of another wave. I've spoken about this very publicly previously around measures at the border, in fact, air travel and travel in particular. We have to be very conscientious about the risk of a second wave. I think nothing would be more damaging for our country and for our economy if we do have a second spike, a second wave, which is why we're taking a very measured approach. It's measured, it's pragmatic, and it's responsible. And it's also, Andrew, guided by much of the science, the advice from SAGE, many of the advisors across other government departments and across those individuals advising government centrally.
There's been suggestions today in the papers that Leicester may have to face a local lockdown, the first we've seen of that kind. What can you tell us about that?
Well, that is correct, and we've seen flare-ups across the country already over recent weeks, just in the last 3-4 weeks in particular. There was the example of a flare-up in one particular hospital over infection control. Now, of course, that is why we have a new mechanism, a joint biosecurity centre, which is very much geared up. It's been developed to address local flare-ups.
But there is going to be a Leicester lockdown, is there?
So there will be support going into Leicester, and in fact the Health Secretary was in touch with many of us over the weekend, explaining some of the measures, the support on testing, resources that are going to the local authority as well, because with local flare-ups, it's right that we have a localised solution in terms of infection control, social distancing, testing, and many of the tools actually within the Public Health England space that will come together to control the virus and to stop the spread, so obviously that we can get on top of the infection.
Let's turn to another issue.